guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another foundation review and concealer because I got the new Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation and I got the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer to go along with it. So I thought we would test them both out today. So I'm so excited. You guys, I love Revolution. They are such an awesome brand. Their foundations are phenomenal. The only foundation out of all their foundations that they have that I didn't like because it just didn't work with my dry skin was the Conceal and Perfect foundation. That's the only one that never worked, but now they came out with a hydrating formula, so I'm so excited. For us dry girls, we can test it out and see how it works. So first off, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of all my future videos. I upload at least once a week, if not twice. Just had a baby, so I'm getting into it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what the company claims, so what Revolution says the foundation and concealer are supposed to do. I'm going to do swatches. Swatch the foundation and the concealer next to other foundations and concealers that match me. We're going to do a flash test. We're going to check if they transfer. We're going to bring you in super close, you guys, unfiltered, really close up to my face, and you guys are going to see how the foundation looks right after I apply it. And at the 5-hour mark and at the end of the night, I'm going to wear this for the very least 8 hours. It's going to be a long day, so I'm going to wear this for a long time today. We're also going to see if it works between my eyes here. I have like this crease line situation. I have lines underneath my eyes. We're gonna see if it works with someone who has a lot of fine lines like I do, more mature skin. I have dry skin. I have pigmentation issues. I need some coverage. So we're gonna check it all today for you guys, and you're gonna get to be a part of it. So I'm really excited. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you're following me there. I am constantly putting up pictures and stories on there and Twitter, so make sure you go check that out. It's Bondbeautyful everywhere. So let's just get started. So here we go. I have the shade F8 for the foundation, and I got one shade lighter, C7 for concealer for underneath my eyes so it can kind of brighten up. I do have olive skin, and the olive shade that they do have is 9.5, but that one's way too dark. Maybe in the summer that will fit me. So if you are a twinsy with me, check the description box. I have a bunch of foundations that match me there, so you can kind of see if you are a twinsy. F8 is going to be your best match. It does retail for $12 on the Ulta website, and this is what the foundation says. Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Hydrate Foundation has been specifically formulated to suit every skin type and tone, but particularly beneficial for dry skin. That's me. With hyaluronic acid, it offers an all-day long radiance and glow without settling into fine lines or clinging to dry patches. Housed in a luxe glass bottle and a new pump applicator for added control, this foundation offers medium to full coverage, and it is cruelty-free. So it does have a pump, you guys, which is so exciting. And it is a glass, just beautiful bottle, very higher end feeling, heavy, just really nice. I'm super impressed with Revolution because they do a really good job for that. Okay, so the concealer is $10, and they have pretty much matching shades for every foundation. So I have C7, which is medium skin tones with a neutral undertone. So I'm going to try it with a sponge, with a brush. So let's go do swatches real quick. I'm going to swatch both foundation and concealer, and then we're going to start applying it to the face, and we'll go throughout the day and see how it wears. Okay, so let's do the oxidation test. That's the fresh swatch, and that's the old swatch. It looks like it maybe got a little peachy, but honestly, it's just, now that I'm looking at it with all my foundations, it just looks a little peachy to me. Okay, so here are the swatches of foundation. This one's the Revolution Hydrate in F8. This right here is the Revolution Conceal and Perfect in F10.5. This is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops in F8. I guess those are a pretty good match, I guess. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation in olive, a really good match for me. These two olive shades are really good matches for me. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 220. This is the Dior Backstage in 2WO. And this is the Too Faced Born This Way in Natural Beige. I guess those are pretty good matches for natural beige, it's just a little bit peachier. Okay, so these are the concealer swatches, and I am going to, this is an old swatch, and I'm going to do a new swatch next to it to see if it oxidizes. There's a new swatch, and it does not. They look the same. That first swatch is a Conceal and Hydrate in C7. That second one, it's kind of hard to see there. It's a Conceal and Define concealer in C8. Then that next one is the Conceal and Define from Revolution in C6. Looks very close to 7. The next one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Medium Peach. Then we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect in Medium Beige. Then we have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in Light 50W. Then we have the Hourglass Concealer in Fawn. Then last we have the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer in Natural Beige. Let's go ahead and get started with a primer. I am going to do, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild primer. This is the Coverall primer because it's just like a basic primer, kind of more like a moisturizer than a primer. That way I don't get a primer that blurs my skin or that is amazing, and we can really see how the foundation actually works without the primer getting in the way. You know what I mean? So I like to use this specific primer to test out new foundations. I'm pretty sure the other Conceal and Perfect didn't have a pump. It had a sponge, like a huge sponge. This one's more liquidy than I expected. I'm going to dot this all over, and I'm going to use a sponge on this side. So here we go. Whoa, this one. Okay, so in all their foundations I'm F8. This one I feel like in this formula it's more peachy and golden, and I feel like the other ones were pretty good at matching me, but this is the best match we're gonna find. Straight medium coverage already, covered everything except for this really nasty scab there, and it is glowy but not oily looking, which is good. All right, I'm gonna use my It Cosmetics brush on the brush side here. Whoa. Try to blend this as much as I can because it's looking very, very, very peachy, very bad peachiness. Let me look here. F8 is medium skin tones with neutral undertones, which is odd because I feel like it's looking very peachy, almost pinky. And I mean, the other foundations that Revolution has, I mean, you guys already seen it. I haven't swatched them yet, so I haven't seen, but they're all pretty good at being neutral. This one is very, very peachy. Okay, so the concealer, let's go ahead and put that one on. That one has a huge applicator. this is the perfect concealer color. And I do have like these huge creases, so I'm going to do a sponge on this side. Some down my nose. It's giving me some good coverage. I would say medium coverage because I can still see my under eye circles. I'm going to use a tiny brush to kind of blend this concealer out. Should still my yeah, I'm definitely liking the sponge side a lot better. So I'm going to set this real quick and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I finished the rest of my makeup. So let's take a look at what my face looks like really close. Let's look at the foundation and the concealer and see what's up. So it's looking really good on my forehead. So in my lines and my creases, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks really nice and smooth. It did kind of, it's not as like dewy as I thought it was going to be. Although it doesn't say it's gonna be dewy, it just says it's hydrating. But I can't get over. It's like, honestly, especially the way that, first off, the concealer looks great. The concealer is wonderful. It's very, very hydrating, especially compared to their other concealer, just the Conceal and Perfect concealer. This one's definitely really nice. It's hydrating. No problems under there. But the foundation is like when I look at it in the frosted bottle here, it's totally different. It's more peachy on my skin. It's like as soon as it hits the air and it pumps out, it oxidizes on my face. As I'm putting it on, it's like oxidizing because it's just that hydrating formula. I don't know, it's odd. I'm not a big fan of it, of the color. It's too peachy. But in the bottle, it looks absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, I'm so bummed about that because I really, really wanted to like this foundation. But yeah, it oxidizes way too much. I can already tell. Anyways, I haven't done the swatches yet, so I haven't seen, but you guys have seen what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm going to continue wearing it. I'll check in at the 5-hour mark and we'll see how it looks then. Okay, so I brought you guys out here in natural lighting. Have little baby with me. So you can see how the foundation, do you see what I'm talking about? Can you guys see how like yellow golden my skin is? Olivey, and my face is just like peachy as heck. Maybe you guys can't even see, but this is how it looks. The concealer looks beautiful, just flawless. And the foundation's okay, but it's already like, you see that smile line there? It's already like creasing there. Oh, bummer. Anyways, you guys see it and determine for yourselves. But I'll check in 5 hours, you guys. Okay, so it's been 5 hours, and I thought I would show you what my foundation kind of looks like. And see how it looks kind of in my creases and the concealer. Kind of like went into my smile lines as well. Say hi, Adam. Anyways, so talking about the flash, there is no flash. The concealer, the foundation, it didn't give me a flashback, so that's really, really good. And I haven't noticed it transferring yet, but I'll check back with you guys at the very end of the night. Okay, so it's been about 9 hours and I'm ready to share with you guys my thoughts on the foundation, on the concealer, these little babies right here. So let's bring you guys in really close so you can see what my face actually looks like. My face is really, really, really glowy. The foundation is definitely looking very, 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 very glowy. Now, it was raining a lot today and it was humid, but I have dry skin and my nose and my forehead are very almost oily looking, and I can tell that the foundation is breaking apart. It's coming apart in my lines, in my creases. I did notice that I had really bad smile lines. As soon as I put it on, I noticed that. It really did sink into those lines. Around my cheeks, it looks beautiful. But it did kind of transfer throughout the day. It's so weird because the right side, it's really kind of creasing a lot. But my left side isn't creasing as much. It is accentuating my lines a little bit, but honestly, the concealer looked pretty dang good. For being a drugstore concealer, it looked pretty dang good the majority of the night. I was kind of rubbing on my eyes and it did kind of fade, but it's a pretty decent medium coverage concealer. I am impressed. I'm impressed with the concealer. I like it. I think I need to pay attention and make sure that I set it a lot better. I used the Peach Perfect powder under my eyes and all over the face. Now, for the foundation, I don't like it. There's other Revolution foundations that I like better than this one. If you have lines or creases or smile lines, this one's gonna sink into those lines. It's not my favorite. This one's like an okay one. This is an okay foundation, but there's so many good dewy foundations right now that you don't need to go with an okay drugstore one. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of like 7 out of 10 is what this foundation is to me. So, but the concealer I really do love, and I think it's worth it to try because it's, especially if you don't have really bad under eyes, I think you will like the concealer. If you don't need something super full coverage, you want something medium, something that looks nice and smooth, I think you'll like this. So those are my thoughts for the foundation, Revolution foundation and concealer. Please stay safe, stay healthy. I'm going to continue to say that, but yeah, I guess I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye.